This is a position from a game that just finished in the World Cup, round two, Italian Grandmaster Lorenzo Lodici versus American Grandmaster Hans Niemann, and this is the position. Hans is on the defending side, and he does have a rook, but his opponent has a bishop and two pawns, and this is how the game continued. After king to g6, rook g4, and bishop to g5, and the position is still a draw, but Hans has to play either rook g3 or rook to g2. Those are the only two moves that work. Hans played rook to g1 and lost the game. Now, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that if you, let's say, go rook to g2, then try pushing. Let's say pawn to f6, we have rook to f2, and now if h7 check, you just play king h8, and that's it. There's no way to make any progress here. f7 will be met with the instant rook captures on f7, and that's it. If you capture, of course, king captures, and we have a draw by insufficient material. But after bishop g5, rook to g1 was played by Hans, and this is now a terrible mistake because now the same series of moves, let's say f6, rook to f1, and not pushing the pawn, but rather bishop to e3, a move that would not be possible otherwise because you would have either rook g2 check or rook g3 check. Here you don't have rook g1 check. The bishop is covering that square, so that's the only difference. Hans played rook f3, but now bishop h7 check, king to h8, and pawn to f7, and there's nothing you can do here. If you capture on f7 now, bishop d4 is checkmate, or rather you would have to block, and then bishop captures on g7 is checkmate. So after f7, Hans tried rook to g3, but after bishop to g5, he was in this position on move 77 that Hans Niemann resigned the game, and with it leaving the FIDE World Cup 2025. So why do you resign here? Because if you capture the bishop and king captures king g7, it's merely a matter of promoting one of the pawns, and then you promote the other one, and the game is easily winning. A couple of more moves, and the black king gets checkmated. Or after bishop to g5, you don't capture. You can maybe go rook to f3. You try something, but it doesn't work. Bishop to f6 again with check. Rook captures, king captures, and then once king captures, you can promote this pawn to a queen, or not right away if you don't want to stalemate your opponent, but you can bring a rook into the game, and now it's perfectly fine. Only move king h6 and rook to h8 will be checkmate. So tough break for Hans Niemann, but big congratulations to Lorenzo Lodici, who goes into round 3 of the FIDE World Cup 2025. See you soon.